Hey guys, it's Miss T Lovely. Sorry you're having to look at another picture of me and not see a live video. Currently, my flip camera is down, but I wanted to come on because I wanted to talk to you guys about suicide, as you guys can see here in the as the title of this video. Now, I've been pondering for a while about talking about topics that mean something to me, and in particular, on yesterday we lost Robin Williams to suicide. He apparently died to asphyxia, which is the consensus now. Nothing has been further reported. And, he's not the only one who's committed suicide. And I know some people feel like, well, he's not my family, so why should I care about somebody who took their lives? So what? And see, that's the problem for me, you guys. The problem for me is that we can say that a life is a life. Doesn't matter how much money we have, doesn't matter how famous we are. Now, granted, the only difference between him and us is that he was known all over the world and it is broadcasted. But somewhere somebody else is hurting. Somewhere somebody else is struggling and is thinking about making a permanent decision to end a temporary problem. I have to share with you guys that I personally know oh too well about wanting to end something that hurts so bad, and while it's temporary, you see no light at the end of your tunnel. I remember, I think I showed you guys, yeah, I did some time back in one of my videos about wanting to end my life at the tender age of 13 years old. Because at that age, even I felt like nobody cared, nobody got it. And I know I'm just one person, and I know I'm not important to everybody in this world, and you know what? That's okay. But the fact of the matter is that one person can change someone's world. And I say that not about me, I say that about you, whoever is listening to this voiceover currently. You have the power to change someone's life. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, and I'll tell you why. I don't want to veer too much off the subject. But basically, I was blessed with a position. I got a job working with youth. I'm a supervisor / caseworker now. And I say that only not to share too much of my personal, but to say that I oversee, and am responsible for 575 kids. And 2 of those girls in particular, out of those youth, wanted to end their lives. These are babies that wanted to die. And what hurts me so much is that we are so caught up as a nation. We are so desensitized because of what's being put before us and what we're taught. We have become so hardened. We don't care about the next person, and the saying goes, hurt people hurt people. But one thing about me is I've always prided myself on doing all that I could to be a person that cared about more than myself. Meaning that, I'm the type of person, it doesn't matter how much you hurt me or try to hurt me. If you're hurt, I'm going to be there. I can't see a person cry. I can't see a person be down and not want to do something about it. And I always try to keep a sensitive eye out to somebody going through. As a matter of fact, if somebody out there is going through right now, know that you're not alone, and my inbox is always open. Don't give up on yourself, or don't give up on life. We hit some hard times in this life. All of us, I'm pretty sure, could write a book on the issues And if we actually opened our mouths, we'd see that we share a lot of the circumstances and a lot of the trials, because in this life, you're going to endure. You're going to go through. You're going to hit some hurdles in this life. You are going to cry some tears, and it's okay to cry tears. It is okay. Don't let anybody tell you you don't get to feel broken. You don't get to feel weak. As a matter of fact, since I know a lot of my videos are related to weight loss, and you guys, like I told you guys, things are changing around here, as you can see on my channel. But even with weight loss, you guys, I find that some people are so tired, and they get so frustrated, and they feel so uncomfortable in their skin, and people feel like people just don't understand, and nobody else is going through what they're going through. But if we be really honest, if we stop and be really honest, we find that we're all vulnerable in the same areas. And forgive me if I repeat myself here, but this is an area of life. So it's true not only for weight loss, it's true for life as well. That's why I state that again. If you are hurting, reach out to somebody. And for people who are desensitized, or people who are hateful and nasty, you have to really pray for those people, because those people are hurt. They're really hurt people. And it's so much of that going around nowadays. And my heart goes out to those people as well, because they are broken. Everybody suffers in different ways. Some suffer in silence, which is not okay. Some suffer and want others to suffer with them. Some suffer because they have too much pride to speak up. The question was asked, how could a man that brought so much light to others want to kill himself? Well, in answer to that question, I'll say again, we don't know what people are going through. We don't know what people are enduring if they suffer in silence. And just because a person looks like everything is all good on the outside, it does not mean they aren't enduring something. It just means that some of us are a lot better at hiding and masking, or at least trying with all we can to not show what we are enduring, to not wear our trials and our stories on our faces. The saying goes, happiness is a choice. We have to choose that every day. And there is no amount of money in this world, there is no item, there is no drug that can heal you of an ailment or circumstance. So, again, I say to you guys, if you are going through anything, please reach out to somebody. Don't suffer in silence. There are people that still care, that still do have hearts out here. And you guys, let's stop focusing so much on our stuff. And sometimes our stuff can be small. And don't get me wrong, some of us are going through some pretty heavy things, and actually we live in a time where it says in the word that there will be so much pain and so much strife that we'll be in a place where all we can do is pray for one another. But I'm going to ask you to go above and beyond that. I'm going to ask you to keep a sensitive eye out. I'm going to ask you to pray for your brothers and sisters, as well as talk to them. Check on people that you haven't checked on. Be there for people. Smile at that stranger. Be loving to your neighbor, because you just don't know, you might be saving a life. I'm sorry I didn't complete my sentence earlier. If you stayed with me this long, I appreciate it. About those two young ladies I spoke about earlier, I'm happy to say that those two young women are still alive. Because sometimes all it takes is for somebody to care, to see the tears streaming down a person's face and say, hey, are you okay? Is there something I can do? If it's just my ear to listen. And that's all these two young ladies wanted. So with that said, you guys, I love you guys. Let's reverse the effects of society and what it has taught us, and all the things that we're being presented. Let's get rid of the toxicity. Let's realize even the strongest of the strongest people go through something. If you are alive and have blood running through your veins, be it human or otherwise, meaning all the fowls of the earth, all the things that roam this earth, we are going to be touched by something, some things, and we need each other to survive it. Let's be a little bit more sensitive. Let's be a lot more loving. Let's end this pattern of people that have lost, that are losing their lives, that are taking their lives because of hurt. That is it and nothing more. I love you guys, and I will talk to you all later. God bless.